roundtable in the afternoon, so I'm just going to briefly cover some of the high points of it. Our idea came about, we were at a board meeting one day, and we decided to present rather casually the PACE membership fee for our freshman scholarship student. And one of the board members said, well, you know, we have a sophomore and a senior student as well, why don't we pay everybody's? And we thought, wow, you know, I guess we're kind of forgetting about our older students. So we emailed them and asked them if they'd like us to do that for them. And if you see on page 1, I got a response back from our senior member, and she talked about how PACE was very valuable to her through her years here at Purdue. But the sentence that really caught my idea was where she said, I hope to one day help other students from Arizona attending Purdue to do the same. And what she was saying to us, as far as I was concerned, is I hope to one day be a paying member of the Purdue Alumni Association. So what we thought is that we had a great opportunity here. The system was working, but we had to capture it. I think we all know whenever we say, I hope to do something one day, we're kind of leaving the door open because we hope to do it, but maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't do it. And we didn't want to lose this opportunity. In Arizona or in Tucson, it's really important for us to work on the younger people. So we thought, how can we make sure we capture this girl and other students like her? So what I did, and I suggest this to everybody, in developing my idea, I worked with Ben. So I went to him through an email. I said, Ben, we're presenting PACE. They love the idea, but the door's still open here. What can we do to close the loop? And in his our answer, the email from him, he suggests to stay in touch with your students and to have a list or have a system staying in touch with them. And at the end, when he says, if she does that, then you will pass the baton to us. I think anybody that's ever seen a relay race knows that passing the baton is you either do it or you lose. So for me, when I saw that at the end, I thought, well, gee, if I can follow the 5 sentences before pass the baton to us, I've got the answer to my question. So we went back to another board meeting, and I said, okay, guys, here's what Ben suggests. And what we basically decided was that we would create a mentoring program so that each scholarship student would have a specific mentor assigned to them. And that mentor was going to stay in touch with them, encourage them, be a voice from outside their family, but part of the Purdue family, and very importantly, make sure that their PACE fees got paid every year. Because if you were like me and you were at the dinner last night, you could see that PACE and mentoring and advice, it all incubates each other, or one another. So it's very important that the PACE really will go hand in hand with the mentoring idea. I had the fellow who came up with the idea originally send me an email. It's the one at the bottom. And once again, if you look at the words that are highlighted, interesting and rewarding process, personal and academic growth, more members could benefit, will bring more members closer to the scholarships, increase member support. All really the kinds of things as club presidents that we're looking for in our program. So this was, as this idea was developing here, I could already see from some of the terminology that was being exchanged that there was real value here. So once again, it came down to, okay, we have to put the system down in writing. What's it going to be? I was ready to write a 10-page, here are the rules, thou shalt and thou shalt not. But little word or voice in the back of my head said, use Ben to develop your idea, Greg. And as you can see, Ben came back and said, keep it simple. If it's too complicated, both alumni and students may shy away from it. So what we're going to do today, this afternoon at my roundtable, is I'm going to ask for your help, because our idea is born, but it's not finished yet. And what we want to do is be able to get a very short and concise definition of this program. What do the mentors do? How do you select mentors? What are we going to ask the students to do? So in the roundtable discussion that I'm going to be hosting, I'm going to ask each person to write down some bullet points so that I can share them with my board and we can devise our structure for our program, and yours could, each one of yours can be uniquely designed to fit your needs. So, I want to go on here and say who all wins with this program. First, as club presidents, you win. I sent out a newsletter about 2 weeks ago via email, and one of the responses I got back here is, please remove me from your distribution list. I do not wish to receive your communications. And at the end, your email address is now blocked. As club presidents, we live with that and we roll with those punches. But look at some of the ones that I received while developing this program. I would be happy to give you a few words. Hope this helps. Loyalty lives at Purdue University. Can't wait to get back to Tucson. You make me smile. I love this program. That's gravy for a club president. When you're out there and you're putting in your volunteer time and you're trying to exchange with people and you're getting emails like this back, I don't know about you, but it drives me. And it made me once again see the things that I'm highlighting here and say to myself, I don't have all the time in the world, but if this kind of stuff keeps coming back to me, I'm going to work on this program. So club presidents win. I'm not going to go through everything the students say here, but you can see the students win. I met with all 3 of our scholarship students yesterday at the Block P, our unfinished P, and all 3 of them are just so thankful that we're doing this for them, and the mentors that have been assigned to them are really top-notch people like everybody here in this room. And these students are just very thankful that we're going out of our way to connect with them at this early stage in their life and to bring them right in with us. One of the things that I highlighted was from our sophomore. She said, I'm sorry I didn't respond sooner, but the truth of the matter is, because we didn't have an organized program, we didn't respond soon enough. We kind of forgot to pay her PACE membership, as you'll read. And as a result, she kind of strayed from the group. And when it came time for us to be contacting her, it took a little while. And I think it's not her fault. I think it was our fault, or not our fault, but our shortcoming that we didn't have an organized program in place to reach out and hold her and keep her in our fold. So we're hoping now that we have an organized program that we're going to be a little better at that. The last ones are from our freshmen. And if you see some of the things she's saying here, and the freshman, you can read a little bit here. It says, I'm sort of homesick. But she's thankful for people outside of her family. She's thanking the whole concept of the Purdue family. And then the last sentence where she says, the Southern Arizona Club will always have a special place in my heart. She also just told me she wants to be in our alumni club someday. And she will be. We're not going to let her go. We're going to follow her through all 4 of her years. And she will be in our association one day. The mentors win. All 3 mentors. The first one says, I'm honored to be Sarah's mentor. The second one, talk about schmoozing and selling Purdue. In an email he sent back to the senior, he says, the tug you feel coming from West Lafayette will soon become irresistible. He's selling Purdue if anybody ever was. The third one, the entire paragraph she wrote there is all about talks about what we're all about and what we've been hearing here the past morning and yesterday. And your alumni club wins. Once I published that we were doing this program, I got 2 extremely high-profile alumni that were not doing very much because probably game watching and things like that didn't interest them. But they're coming off the bench and are now volunteering to be star players because they love this program so much. 9 of my fellow members helped pay my $1,050 expense fee to get me here because they're so enthused about this program. So I would say that your club wins. And then if you read at the end, the last email from Ben where he says, I love this program. And he says, you're providing a valuable service to both students and alumni that ultimately will benefit the Alumni Association and Purdue. So Purdue wins, the Alumni Association wins, club presidents win, mentors win, students win, everybody wins with mentoring, and I suggest and hope that you can consider this program. Thank you.